Hello everyone, George here, and as you can see we are back on F1 Clash as always, and in today's video we are gonna be playing the qualifying round of the Haas F1 Team Series event. And for this week I decided to go for contender, as I said in my previous video, because these first couple of Grand Prix events are just gonna be testing to see how the qualifying is gonna be working in Champions and in Contender tier. So for this one, I'm gonna be using Latifi at level 4, Russell at level 1. You can see that I have a team score of 984, and I decided to go for my fast pit time stop setup. So basically, I did play my first two races. We have 49 points. And let's carry on and see how many points we can salvage. So race 3 is gonna be around Monza, Italy, and I did realize that qualifying in contender is a little bit better comparing to champion tier. And you can see that I got here P18 and P24, but it's only because I'm using a fast pit stop time setup, which is basically gonna affect my qualifying session a little bit. So we're not gonna be qualifying near our rival or in front of him. So in Monza, first of all, the selection of the qualifying round races was perfect to use this setup here, because we have Baku, we have Monza, so all these tracks, they are tracks where you can perform a two-stop strategy perfectly. And actually, instead of going for the normal strategy, which is 3-3-2, I decided to go for 3-2-3. But this time, we're gonna be going for 3 laps on the medium compound. We can boost the third one, and then I switched to the soft compound. We go for 2 laps, but without boost, just to keep some fuel so that we can boost our final stint, which is gonna be on the hard compound, because I don't think medium tires are gonna last for 3 laps on full boost around Monza and around Baku. Luckily, we did finish in P2 with Russell in race 2 around Baku, and after starting from P19, this strategy 3-2-3 did work perfectly around Baku, and we're gonna see here if the same strategy is gonna gain us some positions. So as long as I get, let's say, 20 plus points, then I'm honestly happy. And one thing is, I do think that using boosts in contender is just a waste, because you can qualify easily without using them. But it's just for the content, and I don't really care about boosts, because I think I have a decent amount, and we are gonna be gaining boosts back from Grand Prix events. So we are gonna be pitting at the end of this current lap without service. We are gonna be going for 2 extra laps on the soft compound, but you are gonna be seeing here that the overcut around Monza this season is literally OP, as the driver in front of us is gonna be going for this extra lap on the hard compound, and I'm not really sure who's that driver, to be honest, but he's gonna come out literally in front of Latifi, as you are about to see. And the surprising thing is that I didn't even expect that the fast pit stop time setup is gonna be working in Grand Prix events. And it's just crazy to see this amount of points that you can salvage from using a fast pit time stop, but especially around tracks where you have to perform a 2-stop strategy. A 1-stop strategy is gonna gain you a couple of points only. as Monza is considered as a fast track. It is a long track, but it is a fast track where AI cars just cruise, and they are so fast on this track. So we are gonna be stacking a little bit here, that is completely fine, and we are gonna be starting our boost phase here. We're going for 3 laps, full boost, and let's see if we are gonna be able to pick up at least 10 positions, because at the moment I believe we have 1 plus 4, I think we have 5 points. So let's see in 3 laps how many points my drivers are gonna be gaining from me. The hard compound isn't the fastest tire, but the thing is, you are gonna be amazed of how much the AI cars are just so good at defending, so good at overtaking with the hard compound. You should have seen, I wish I had recorded the race around Baku, because my rival was using Lewis Hamilton on the hard compound and he was just overtaking cars on softs and mediums like like crazy. So luckily for us, our rival did get a breakdown here, and you can just see that every single time my driver is trying to overtake, the AI just closes the door in front of him. And literally, it's just, I thought that going down in tiers is gonna like make the overtaking easier, but I believe it is still the same. Even with boosts or without boosts, it is literally the same. And if the AI in front of you is on the hard compound, then basically it is over. So we did manage to get 20 points from this race and on to the next one. So our final race is gonna be around Melbourne, and because this track is a difficult track to overtake on, like cast aside that overtaking is hard this season, but overtaking around Melbourne itself is kind of hard. So I decided to go for the medium compound, and instead of going for 4 laps, I'm gonna go for 5 laps, pit, and then I'm gonna be boosting for 3 laps on the soft compound. And to achieve this strategy, I have to use the Tauros for Russell, the Rooster for Latifi, and let's just see here if we are gonna be getting a good start. At least we are starting from P19 and P24, and hopefully we can pick up at least a couple of positions here. Alright, so Russell does look aggressive at the start, which is a good point, to be honest. Alright, come on Russell, inside. Alright, Russell is insane in this race. He's just gaining positions like crazy here. Come on. Alright, amazing. Alright, so Russell is up to P12. Latifi, of course, he's just Latifi. He's stuck in P21. At least he gained a couple of positions, so we're gonna give him credit for that, even though that basically he's never gonna be good. But this is actually an amazing start for us, and 5 laps are gonna be achievable. Hopefully at the end of the race, many AI cars are gonna be getting breakdowns and stuff, so we can pick up more positions. But 5 laps on the medium compound is a good strategy. Of course, you're gonna need to use some boosts, some strong boosts that gives you tire management. But the bad thing is this final corner here, or this penultimate corner where Latifi is. If you are using the medium compound and you are boosting, your driver is just gonna spin, and if you are unlucky enough, he's gonna crash, which is gonna end your race basically. So we're just gonna keep conserving. And by the way, if you are boosting on the soft or the hard compound, your driver is not gonna have a spin. because you're about to see when Russell just reaches the curb, it feels like he's sliding on the curb. And I believe this is only because the median compound is a little bit bugged, or it's just bugged, let's say. And we are now in our 4th lap. We're gonna be going for an extra lap. Let's see how many positions we are gonna be getting. I'm not worried about stacking because we have a massive distance between Russell in P10 and Latifi, who is currently in P17 and he's yet to pit. So we're not gonna give him credit for this. He didn't do anything to go up to P17. And you can just see that so many cars are pitting. We are in P6 at the moment with Russell. Latifi is up to P13. Of course, he's gonna lose a lot of positions because he is the driver in the back. So personally, I think after pitting, Latifi might be out in P19, P20, but that is completely fine. Latifi is nearly out of tires. Russell will make it in time. And the thing is, the only time that you do not slide on this curb here around the penultimate corner is when you are actually pitting. So your driver just avoids the curb on his way into the pits. So massive job from Russell. He's out in P12 again. Latifi is gonna be out in P22, just in front of the rival, but we are on the fastest compound at the moment. And Magnussen here is gonna be a huge example that overtaking is a joke this season, because he is on the hard compound, Russell is on the softs. You can just see here, Magnussen is on the hard compound, Russell is on the softs with a boost, and he's boosting in the race and he's not even able to overtake him, which is absolutely ridiculous. So Latifi is up to P18 again, only because other cars are pitting. Hopefully he can overtake Hamilton in front. He should be able to overtake Hamilton. And the only reason we are gonna be able to overtake Magnussen is because here he's gonna be having a breakdown, which is gonna help us gain that position over him. And yeah, we're just going into our final lap. And it's just crazy that, yeah, overtaking needs to be changed. Many of you are gonna be disapproving of what I'm saying, but even though if I have a low level driver, the tire compound we are currently using has a huge impact on the race, because even a weak driver should be able to overtake a driver in front if he is on the slowest tire compound. So we did finish here in P8 with Russell, P13 with Latifi. Massive job, amazing job, 29 points. And let's see where we are currently. All right, so we are in P2 at the moment with 98 points. Of course, we are not gonna stay in P2. We are gonna be losing so many positions, but I am pretty happy with the results because I'm using a fast pit stop time setup, which is honestly amazing. And we did score more than double the amount that we got with our strongest setup in champion tier. And this shows you that if I was using my highest PAGR setup, I would have got at least 20 more points, but that is completely fine. Happy with the results, and I can approve that fast pit time stop setups still work in GP events as well. So I'll be seeing you tomorrow for the qualifying round on my mini account in Challenger. Until then, stay safe guys, and peace.